Hello, boys and girls. I want to talk about vocals again. Evil vocals, growls and screams. Because, deep in my heart, I have always wanted to become a singer in a hardcore band or a death metal band, which never really happened. So today I don't want to talk about recording or producing vocals. I want to talk about singing. And I have to say, I have always been jealous. I'm still jealous of those people who accidentally found out they can sing like that, scream like that, growl like that. Effortless, because I can't. But the good news is, today I can finally learn how to sing like that. And you can finally learn how to sing like that if you want to. Why? Because I have teamed up with not only a great singer, but also with, I guess, Europe's most well-known vocal teacher for those kinds of vocals. And that is no other than Miss Britta Görtz, who has also just released the debut album of her new band HIRAES on Napalm Records. Check it out, there's a link below. And she is releasing a course today, a course for beginners and absolute noobs and idiots like me, so they can learn how to sing like that. Isn't that fantastic? Yes, it is. But I mean, even you there, I can see you now, even you are already a singer in a metal band, you know how to scream, but you ruin your voice with every show and with every rehearsal, and you're hoarse all the time. So maybe you should check out that course as well, because it will show you how to use your voice more effectively and in a more healthy way. Maybe not too bad, right? Especially if you want to get more professional and play longer tours. I have helped Britta to realize that course, and we have even done a song together, which is the anthem of that course, and very spontaneously. So that was within one day. And you will also get like the tracks of that song, so you can sing along and come up with your own version. Today, in this video, I want to talk to Britta and get a lot of information about harsh vocals and how to do them. And I want to show you some snippets of that course. And finally, I want to show you the song we did together. This will be a lot of fun. So stay tuned if you want to learn to sing like this. I had a lot of questions for Britta, so let's jump right into the interview. And there she is. Welcome, Britta.
Thank you. Hi, Kohle.
How are you doing?
Good to be here. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm pretty good. It's been a while, right?
It's been 5 damn years.
5
Since
years.
I was here.
But now she's back, and we have just recorded like the final takes for the song we did together. But now she's here, and I'm really excited because I want to know more about growling, about screaming. I want to learn something about that and how it works, because I've been recording and teaching singers, extreme singers, for so many years, but I actually don't really know much about how extreme singing works. But you do, right?
Yeah, I know quite a bit about extreme singing.
But how did you become like? I mean, everybody knows that you have been singing in a lot of different bands.
Yes.
But how did you emerge from being a singer to a teacher?
I really didn't want to. I tried to not become a teacher like for a long time. Like people kept sending me messages and asked me like, can you tell me how are you doing that? Like explain this to me. Can you give me a lesson? Like I want to achieve a certain sound. You seem to know quite a bit about that. And I was just like, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can teach. I don't know. Someone like really didn't let go of this and talked me into it. And I said, okay, like I try this and let's meet online for a Skype lesson. And then I did my first lesson.
But you did that for other people because they were asking? So
yes.
you did not do that to improve your skills because you could already sing the way you wanted to sing? So it was not your voice that made you...
No, it wasn't. Like, of course, like, when I started singing in these, like, harsh vocal techniques, like, there was no YouTube tutorial stuff. There was nothing going on. So I learned from my experience and mainly from making mistakes. from making mistake after mistake and damaging my voice and feeling hoarse and everything. So I educated myself. I talked to speech therapists. I talked to other singers just to know, like, why can so many people do that? And it works well, and why can't others?
And did you change your singing technique after learning that, after getting that information? Or?
I didn't really change the technique. It feels more like growing into it and just like finding your sweet spot, like become a balanced singer. And it actually doesn't take as much force as one would think. So my job as a teacher is more like people come to me and they do like, I don't know, 50 or 60 things to have the voice that they want to achieve, and I try to take everything away that they don't need. So like everything in the body that is tense, I try to take away. So like, I don't know, like you'd probably do 40 things and only 2 of the 40 things are really needed to, and so it's like overpacing a lot. That's a problem.
And that's also a problem that many singers have that do sing in, or have been singing in, screaming in metal bands for many years, is that they get hoarse on tour, or that they lose their voice, or that they damage their voice, right? So
it can happen. And also what I find in many singers is that they have a certain kind of limitation to what they can achieve vocal wise, because they are like not well balanced and they haven't found their sweet spot yet. So I help them to achieve like more creepy creature sounds.
Yeah, that's good. That's,
like a whole zoo of monsters.
Creepy shit. I like creepy shit. Is growling and screaming actually something that you must learn, or that you should learn? Because I'm sure there are many people out there who will say, hey, all my death metal legends have never been in school and have never learned this. They just went for it and they felt it, and that's why they sound so great. So why should I learn that? Why do I need some kind of teaching? Or do I need it?
I wouldn't say you have to learn anything. Like, screaming is natural. The first thing that you do when you come to this earth is like, and then your parents tell you to shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but really, singing and the voice is a very unique instrument when you think about that. You cannot see your instrument. Oh. So just simply to deepen your knowledge and your understanding of what is going on an anatomical level, and what else you probably miss out on because you don't talk about it a lot. So I see myself as a sparring partner also for singers who are experienced, and just exchange like techniques and like, how does it feel for you? Do you know why I can't go as high anymore or whatever? So this is really something that brings joy to even experienced singers who have never felt the need for lessons.
I mean, I do agree, from having worked with a lot of singers, I do agree that the more experienced they are, and the more they have they have spent some thoughts on about what they are actually doing, the better it actually works. It doesn't really make the voice better maybe, but when I ask them to do a certain thing, they know what I'm talking about, or they can give me an answer, and there's just more control there. That's my experience with singers who try to learn something about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like control and also purpose. Like, for example, sometimes when you work with other people in a live situation, or even like in the studio, and like usually people in the studio are like guitarists or drummers, but most of them aren't singers. And I've heard from many people who come to me like, oh, well, like someone in the studio always tells me to sing louder. And what they really mean is like to give it like as more power, but it certainly doesn't need more volume to achieve that.
Exactly.
So, and just to be able to resist that and not overpace and just know what someone else is asking from you, this makes a lot of sense.
And that's one of the biggest problems, right? That people just put too much energy into, or they just pump too much energy into it, and you can get the same result with less effort or less.
If you think about it, like as a guitar string, if you play a palm mute and then want to achieve a clear tone, like it won't work. So like too much constriction is just not good. So you have to create a balance between the room that you apply to your voice and the power that you give into your voice.
You told me this course is for beginners, right?
Yes.
Like me.
It is for beginners. That's the way I approach everything from this course. So as long as you can breathe, this course is for you. So I really start at zero. There's zero knowledge required. Also, you don't have to know how to sing. It's just like if you're interested in learning anything about like harsh vocals or adding some grit and dirt to your otherwise clean vocals, this course might be good for you. But also for established singers who already use their harsh vocal techniques, I think it's a good course to maybe bring some order into your thoughts and maybe just deepen your
control.
Yes.
I think there are a lot of people out there, maybe watching now, singers who have been screaming for ages, so to say, but who don't know what they're doing and who are actually interested in learning something about what they're doing. Just either to improve your skills or to sing in a more healthy way, maybe, and just get the course. You don't have to tell anybody, just it's okay. It's okay. You've been talking about something called false chord, like a technique called false chord, another one called vocal fry. Mm-hmm. Just give me a rough overview. What is that?
First of all, it is very it's a very complex terminology that we use that is very confusing. So false chords is a body part. The false chords are located above our true vocal cords, like 1 or 2 millimeters above them, and they're like quite like structures that don't have like any kind of muscles that we can use them with. So those structures react to a certain excess pressure of air coming through your larynx. But that's a body part, and it's also a name for a singing technique.
Okay, and those false chords are used for that technique, or
yes.
you somehow make the air, make them vibrate or something, or no?
Yeah. That's exactly what you do with them. But since the body part is called false chord, and there's a technique called false chord technique, some people assume that the false chord don't play a role in other harsh vocal techniques,
like vocal fry.
For example, there are different kinds of fry. So there's not this one fry technique. There is a fry technique that is only happening like on a true chord level, but there's also a fry technique that involves the false chords as well. And this is very confusing sometimes when you listen to it, like, is that a fry? Is that a false chord? Because like there's a mixture of that. And so like we don't have this one fry technique. And
But if singers are at your level, that means you can turn on the true chords and turn on and off and bypass
in a way,
or mix them or so. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
What is vocal fry? Let's ask that question.
Well, the vocal fry we all know from our own speech, probably. Like when we speak, sometimes our vocal cords do like and this is usually how you start with developing a fry sound, but it's is nothing that you can really sing metal with. It might be a cool effect, but you need to project it. So you need to do a certain thing with it to bring it forward, to bring it like kind of in the placement in the mouth, behind your front teeth more, so that so this is the projected version of it. Okay. So that's why like all the YouTube tutorials and everything tells you to like but this is not what you really do.
So it starts there, and you somehow need to move it somewhere else, and then you need to put some energy into it, and
exactly.
And how can you show me the false chord versus vocal fry?
Yeah, so that would be a fry. And the false chord technique.
She's loud, by the way.
And I want to apologize for that. And a false chord would be like, yay, oh, yeah. So you can almost like hear different structures coming in.
It's coming from somewhere else. I hope you can hear that through the microphone.
It's coming from somewhere else.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to know where it comes from, but it sounds interesting. It sounds different.
Yeah.
I really want to learn that. I have to learn that. That would be so cool. Then I don't need any stupid singers to sing on my songs anymore. Then I can do that myself. So let's have a look at some snippets from the course.
Breathing support means to guide your breath while you exhale and sing. When you think of your breath as fuel to your voice, you want to make sure to always provide the right amount and with consistency. Breathing support means to actively keep your rib cage open and wide as you exhale. Let's try this together. Put your hands where your lower ribs are, where your ribs end. And then breathe in deeply. Notice how your ribcage expands and goes together like that when you exhale. This is how many of us breathe, and this is how we don't want to breathe when we sing or scream. Instead, do this. And keep your ribcage fully extended like this, or 95% of that as you exhale. And again. The false chord technique is one of the easiest to learn, and it is a great basis to start with. It sounds like this. Moo. Every voice is unique, but the general characteristics of the false chord sound is rather rough or thick. It's a rattling sound where you can almost make out every single distortion attack. While this technique can be used in the low, mid, and high-pitched range, the sound always has a heavy and darker touch to it. This vocal coloring is called timbre, which is a sound feature in addition to the pitch. Many people use the false chord technique mostly for low and super low-pitched growls, but as I said, you can use this technique for the complete vocal range. Moo, ma, moo.
So who are your favorite extreme metal singers right now? Let's say right now, and your all-time faves.
Oh, all-time faves, that will be very difficult. But I have to name, of course, like CJ McCreery from or former vocalist of Lorna Shore. Like his ability to switch between the most extreme shaping techniques, where like you have to alter your tongue position, your jaw position very quickly, is just unique. Like I always imagine him when I think of like his projection and everything, like to be like a perfect yoga thing going on in his mouth. It's like
that's nerdy.
He's really something else. Also, like Dickie Allen from Infinite Annihilator. That it's just like his ability to
I still can't get over that video. You know.
No,
it's like,
it can't be unseen.
No, it can't be unseen.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and it's in slow motion. Yeah. And I have to name Megan Target of Vex. Like she's like my absolute favorite when it comes to fry vocals at the moment. Like it's like she has such a, I don't know, she's angry. Yeah, she's angry. I really love her vocals. So yeah, I think it all started for me with Mika Ockerfeld when he did like his very infamous
he's
growls.
one of the greatest still, I think.
He has a certain kind of warmth in his growls, but still he's like so majestic and big in his vocals.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. There used to be this baseball cap saying like "Make Opeth growl again."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh really? I
yeah,
knew that.
Yeah. He
Mika,
should.
if
he
you
should.
hear that.
I mean, listen to Bloodbath, like the
Yes.
album he did with Bloodbath. Just such a great growler.
Amazing.
I agree.
Amazing, yeah. And then Julian of Benighted, like he's like one of my favorite creatures out there when it comes to vocal. Yeah. In metal, we can be ugly. There's no need to be beautiful.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is like we need to pay attention to all the little sounds that we find in our voice and try to just find an artistic purpose for that.
Yeah, right.
That's the original problem with many vocalists, I think, that they are too insecure, that they think it's unusable. And the one who got me into this kind of thinking is, of course, like the mastermind Mike Patton, who is in his vocal abilities, like he's an amazing singer. But what I think that he does even better is he finds artistical purpose for all the sounds that he can make.
Yeah.
And he does it with, I don't know, like such a unique way of putting himself into every project that this is my all-time favorite singer, and I
agree. He's great at making even the weird stuff work.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. And but still, I think whatever you do, it's, you need to be creative and you need to have good ideas, but it always helps, to actually understand what you are doing. It's the same with producing and the same with playing guitars. You don't have to go to school, but at a certain point, that's what I have realized when I started doing the studio stuff. At a certain point, you just get faster, more effective, and better if you mix the creative approach with some kind of serious theoretical background.
Yes, exactly. And also it's so much fun. Like, I mean, there's so much to learn about vocals, and I would not say that, like, I learn new stuff every day about vocals, and it seems to be a bottomless barrel of information that is still to be uncovered, and it's so much fun. It's really a lot of fun.
And last question. It seems to be there are more and more women in extreme singing, right? So there's Ginger now, there's Spirit Box, so a lot of modern bands.
Yeah.
Is that only my impression, or is that...
No, I think that is happening. I mean, like, someone even called it on social media. I read, like, the new wave of female metal. I'm not sure if that's a terminology that is, like... So, I don't know. If we need that, can't we just be metal singers? I don't know. Yeah, but right. I feel like what has happened over the past 15 or 20 years is that metal has developed a femininity. You don't have to be masculine anymore.
Men of war.
Or to borrow masculine attributes to be in the scene. So it has a femininity. And I mean, like, those ladies, amazing. Like, keep them coming. Everyone is welcome in metal. That's the cool thing. You can be old, bald, and I don't know, whatever.
Look at me, yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Or young, so everyone. It's a very
old, bald, and male and white. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, but I agree.
I'm not even sorry for saying that.
I still think that metal is a little too white and a little too male. And also if I look at this YouTube channel you're watching right now, I think I have 99% guys there, and I don't know why. So let's make metal a little more female. I'm in, and less bald and less old, less like me, So if you are interested in this course, there's a link below. What you get is hours and hours of material and exercises. You will also get some audio tracks from me included in this course. So you get the song we did, the full mix and instrumental version, so you can rehearse. Then there's Britta's tracks, so you can listen to her vocals soloed. Very interesting. And then there's a PDF documentation and stuff like that. We have an introduction price right now at Pro Mix Academy. Make your life a little more brutal, make your voice a little more brutal, and get this course. It's worth it, and I want you to support Britta because she's nothing but amazing. That's all for today. I also want you to subscribe to this channel if you like to see more of what I do here, and ring the bell. And if you want, you can subscribe to my email list. No, you have to. You have to, not if you want. Yeah. Subscribe to my email list, because then you get access to some fancy stuff, some free stuff that you can download, to our Discord channel where you can talk to, right now I think it's almost 2,000 other people who are into metal and audio, a closed group. And what else? Sometimes I do videos called Beer with Kohle, where I drink a beer and talk nonsense, just for you. That's all for today. Share this video so we can make Britta rich and famous. And I see you in hell, motherfuckers. I love you all. Bye-bye.